What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper 2. In the last episode, I don't remember. it's been a very long time since I played this game, and that sounds ridiculous because I posted an episode what will have been 2 days ago, but it's been almost a month since I've played this game. I had pre-recorded all of the episodes up to this point, basically in the course of one day. And yeah, so I am going to be a little lost today. I know we were not doing well. I know we have a glitch dice permanently. We had a little bit of a health scare. And we now can actually recover our glitchy and broken dice, so that's great. But okay, so let's take a look at some of our drives here. So something's wrong with your body beyond the damage you've sustained. You need to find someone who could tell you what is happening to you. Find a tech in Flotsam. Far Spindle is one of the busiest stations of the Starward belt and is an important way station in the Wash. It's worth exploring. This is where we are, Far Station. Eugene has a tip-off about a hidden wreck he says is a big score. He wants you to take him out to it. Explore the hidden wreck. And the water hauler that has arrived at the Far Spindle needs help to secure its payload. Right. Okay, so right. So we have a couple things on the docket then. So this water thing has to be repaired. We want to try to help this go and do this, but we also want to head out and help with the drive for Eugene, because he will then become a permanent crew member, it seems, which would be great. Let me just reacquaint myself with kind of where... Okay, so meals... Oh, earn a meal, right? So I can work... I could use my dice here, right? That's kind of how I can use the glitch dice, is I can use it on safe options. So work... Exploring... Yeah, and then the thing that's the problem is I have this. Hexport demises put a barrier between Dark Side and the Far Spindle. Lane can't fondle, so for now you're safe, but this is on a 2-day cycle clock, and I don't know if I want to figure out what happens when this ends, but at the same time, I don't know if I can do anything. I guess I can leave, right? Hidden wreck. And then, right, and then I can't go through there. I can go to Helion Gate, or I can go to Flotsam. That'll take 4 fuel, and if I just leave, I'm likely getting, making the choice to not to pursue any leads I have here. I want to do everything, but I know that's actually impossible at this point. Okay, I have 66 currency, so I think here... Business gets done, huh? See, there's a lot of clocks inside Far Spindle that I could get really close to finishing, too, which is actually scarier, because I'm like, oh, I could be missing stuff there also. So I don't have... Yeah, I don't have good... Unfortunately, I don't have a good skill there. I do have a good one here. I wonder if I should just use my two... If I use my 2 6s, would that help me? So I have 3 more days here. This is tough. What is this doing? Wow, okay, yeah, there's a lot of options here. Okay, I do really want to help with Eugene, but at the same time, going for Eugene means that, I lose this stuff. So I would do it at the end of a day, and I want to feel like I have more supplies. So let's not do that yet. Right, I want to fill supplies, so that would be a whole... Oh, but that's good if I do that. I can fill a whole order, but then at the same time, then I'm not going to have enough for food, which is probably important. Oh, Christ. Okay, let's see what happens if I help. Nice. You manage to get some of the tanks connected to the far spindle itself and start to pump the water out to its reservoirs. Great. And now I also want to kind of take on another task. Maybe one of these. Cool. You find your way to a small community canteen serving from one of the older units and spend the cycle chatting. Oh, Spindle's Edge. Most of the far spindle workers don't like going out to seal up the new units, so they leave that tiring and dangerous work for outsiders. Yeah, that's too dangerous. I can't take crazy risks. But I will take this one because I'm not super worried about this. Nemba is too busy to spend too much time with everyone in the kitchen, but he does notice those who do good work. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we got plus energy. You annoy one of the chefs and they saddle you loading the auto wash. By the time you've done there isn't much food left. That's fine though. I could take that. And then I just have a 1 left, which, I mean, doesn't really help me. I could get to a 2. That's dangerous, I feel like. What could I really use this 1 for? Maybe this? Just try to get myself 1 more. Let's try it. Hey, alright. You're starting to understand the elaborate notation that the stevedores use to mark the different docks. Is that a real word or that's a fake word? I don't actually know. That's funny. Oh, new one. Signal station. Wow, there's a lot of things here. The signal station searches for signals in the far spindle's local region. Sorting them is too much work for just the crew. And the signal station makes use of the network of arrays across the far spindle. Synchronizing them is the specialist work. Oh, and I'm proficient here. Okay. So I have no more things I can do here. I think I have to call it for the day. Let's end... Oh, and let's try to scavenge for supplies. Let's see what happens. Because that saves us money, if we can get that happen. Okay, not as great of a roll. That really is not good. And then I don't have any scrap components. I can't fix dice, which is great. Just great. Okay. With the 5, let's try to just finalize this. Nice. Minor drive complete. Upgrade points. Saving Springtide. The Springtide seems stable now, even if a huge amount of water has been lost in the process. Okay, you watch from the docking bay's viewing window as the crumpled vast hull of the Springtide is finally welded shut by a score of bright torches flickering against its side. Everywhere I look, I see a crisis. The voice comes from beside you, and you turn to see a man floating there, watching the repair work. You don't recognize him. Malik, experienced water hauler captain. I saw you out there, helping the crew. He turns to you with a serious look. They needed it. You aren't wrong. He pauses, watching you carefully. I haven't seen you on the spindle before. What, if I may ask, is your business here? Running a crew. He nods. I see. Springtide is my ship. His face remains impassive. At least, I am her captain. I do not own her. The Lodic Syndicate, my employer, was the one to put her into service. Glad to meet you. He bows his head gently. You have my thanks for assisting with the repairs. We were caught by some autonomous Conway munitions. He looks out at his ship. The Wellspring run is getting more dangerous every cycle. And after Hexport, he pauses. I do not expect things to improve. You both go quiet for a moment, the loss of the station still inspiring silence in anyone who mentions it. Tell me, Malik meets your eye. As a sleeper, do you feel you have advantages over others, or does your particular condition provide only weaknesses? I'm not answering that. Apologies. Malik gently raises his hands. You are only the second sleeper I've met. I ask because you have impressed me. He gestures towards the springtide. Your work on my ship only evidences your abilities. You far outperformed even my own crew. He looks to you, angling his head in deference, in conditions that are usually deadly. Sadly, despite even your good work, our losses have been great, and the administration at the Far Spindle are not happy. We are to be impounded here until the Lodic Syndicate fulfills the agreed water freight. He frowns at the crumpled-looking ship. This war continues to pressure the belt. What will you do? This is where you're needed, sleeper. Malik folds his arms. My crew tells me you have a ship. You have workers. This is what I need. As we fled from the Conway attack, our navigator registered something of great interest. A water-rich asteroid, one I believe is previously unknown to the syndicates. He comes a little closer. For now, I have sworn him to secrecy, as I must you. But if this asteroid could be surveyed, its value confirmed, it would more than make up for the shortfall of the springtide. He pauses thoughtfully. How does this involve me? Let him continue. I want you to survey the asteroid for me. It's a simple enough job, but its location, so close to the edge of the wash, is problematic. However, you have shown yourself to be very competent. If you're careful, there's no reason you should have problems with Conway, or for any other hostile party for that matter. Hostile party? Malik shrugs. The wash is where the orbits of the inner system and Starward belt conspire to bring vessels, objects, and all kinds of wanderers together. It's a territory of opportunists. I will, of course, reimburse you with a portion of the fee that the Far Spindle administration are withholding from me. 250 cryo is my offer. Why not do it yourself? As I've said, my crew and ship are impounded. Meanwhile, I do not believe the Lodic Syndicate would appreciate me taking their ship on this particular excursion. Malik passes you a thumbnail drive. Here are details on the tests I need you to run for the survey. A sample core of ice from deep within the asteroid should give you enough material to work with. You notice a member of the Springtide's crew waiting quietly at a distance, and Malik nods to them discreetly. This is a delicate matter, sleeper. Survey the rock, and on your return, broadcast the results to my personal terminal. The frequency is in that data. He pauses, meeting your eye. The results go to me. Only to me. Then, once the matter is resolved, you will be paid. I am needed. He nods to the crew member. But I expect you have all you need. He pauses. I've enjoyed watching you work, sleeper. Impress me again. And with that, he bows a little and drifts away to meet his crew member. After watching him go, you turn back to the Springtide, still impressive despite being scarred with curls of ice and shiny with fresh welds. You imagine any captain of a ship that has been through a lot to get where they are. That makes them a valuable ally, or a dangerous adversary, depending on where you are. You hope with Malik, you can find your way to being the former. Ooh, new contract. Okay, so that was worth doing, I think. We have a thing we could do. I don't know really what this is going to help me do here. Oh, it's work. Okay, so it's just more, specialist work, meaning that I could probably get more money doing that. Okay, I have one more day. I almost feel like I have to wait just to see what happens here. That might be stupid, but I feel like I don't really have another option. Because if I leave and go on another side quest, I'm going to come back and have the same thing that happened to me the last time, where I'm like running immediately once I get back, and that to me is not fun. I should at least try to time out my days. Okay, so here I just have a straight roll. It's either neutral or negative, and I feel like that's not really helpful. I could get Nimba up because these are safe. Negative would just maybe mean that I lose stuff. 2 and 1 is so annoying. What is this one? This one is and the glitch dice. It doesn't help me at all. I have 3 almost useless rolls at this point. I'm gonna try and see what this does. Let's do it. Ah. Okay. Well, that was that. And now I want to get food, so let's work the kitchen again and hopefully something happens. Okay, we got an energy. We got the same result as we got the last time. Let's just do it again. Why not? Okay. Hey, all right, we got it. Okay, impressing number. We got a little bit. The zero G kitchen is chaotic at first, but soon you see the patterns and processes and do your best to follow them. Great. Okay. Well, we're done with rolls for the day. I think we're gonna just have to sleep and find out what happens when I sleep. Here we go. Ooh, good rolls. Something flickers in the back of your mind. You stop. You have to stop to blink it away. It is a tightness behind your left eye, an aching point that refuses to move. And then the voice begins, hissing through the background noise of the rig systems, a new whine amongst the chorus of the life support and ventilation. Sleeper. The hiss brings Lane's sharp features to mind. I suppose you thought you'd slipped my net. Hexport jumps into your mind, an image of the station immolating in white light, though you were not conscious to witness it. You are distant. His voice hisses into white noise, but you are not free of me yet. I'm coming, Sleeper. The hiss drops, and I will retake control of what is mine. The closer I come to you, the more you will feel it. Lane moves your finger to tap your forehead. In here, until you cannot resist. A bright smile, pale eyes. A growing hiss that hurts. Then the hiss is gone. The rig suddenly quiet, the stinging tightness diffusing behind your eyes, but the fear remains. Sleeper, you good? Seraphim is there, floating by your berth. You are talking. Lane is coming. Seraphim looks alarmed. You feel him, right? He looks away. We can use that. Stay ahead of him. He squeezes your shoulder. We can do this. We're fast and smart. We keep moving. We don't stay anywhere for long. And we find a way. He frowns. Somehow. You nod. You don't know how Lane is able to reach into your mind like this, how he's able to speak into you, but you want so desperately for it to stop. You must find out what he's done to you before it's too late. You must stay ahead of Lane at all costs. Cool. Lane is hunting you once again. His progress will be tracked by the hunt clock. If this is filled, he will catch up with you. It will increase once every cycle. It will increase once every cycle you spend in a hub. However, each time you travel, the hunt will reduce by 3. If you keep moving, you can stay one step ahead of Lane. Okay, cool. I get it. Okay, so I think let's do whatever we have to here with our nice rolls. Maybe work, get some more money, buy some shit, and then go out on an adventure. Go out on one of these excursions. And then immediately dip. I could technically do both of these with the fuel I have. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I could do it. Interesting. Okay, so if I do the nice specialist work, where is that? That's this one, right? Actually, does it mark it? Oh, it does mark it. It does say, like, what each of these things are, I guess. Yeah, look at that. So this is also a money thing. So it tells you, it kind of has a little bit of a telling you what's going on here. Let's use the... What does this do? It gives me... No, I wanna guarantee I'm gonna make some good money here. Yeah, great. You find a syntax the arrays respond to, making it faster and easier to gather signals. The crew is impressed. Okay, so now I want to go to our trade hall, and I feel like we just gotta fill up the supplies. Great. And then I have more fuel capacity, actually. But I don't need more fuel yet. Let's wait on that. What else can I tackle with my current status? Let's get this back up. Let's see if this works. All right, we'll take it. It's same situation, but that's okay. I could do this with our rolls. I have Geyer. This might give me more side quests even, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so that might give me more quests, which would be cool. Not that I can necessarily have the time to take them on. And then there's this one. Maybe I just run this. Let's see what happens. Cool. You've got to know the community that's settled in the Underhang and their humble neighborhood. New location discovered. Scrapper ship. Ooh. Oh, this is good. Okay. The scrap components are bundled up in nets. Most of them are corroded beyond use, but with a careful eye, some good ones can be picked out. The scrappers will process your scrap in bulk, pay you for the offcuts, and return you the processed plates. It's not a bad deal. The scrappers know their business, but they often have sorting and processing work for those who can spot corroded trash from valuable scrap. Interesting. So if I pay them scrap money, I can then get raw scrap, and that allows me to repair shit, right? Scrap components. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. This is cool. What do I want to do, though? Do I want to make... I feel like I should just try to make more money, right? Let's just see. Let's see what happens. Cool. Okay. I think I'm ready. I think I have enough stuff. Maybe I get 1 or 2 more fuel just in case. I don't really know what... Just get 1 more just in case, just so I have an extra fuel to run with. And I think in the next episode I will go off and do a mission. I think we're there. I think it's time. It's time to face our fears. I'm very excited. I'm back in it. Citizen Sleeper 2. It's a tough game. But I'm excited to see what comes up. And I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you in the next one.